Hey there, I'm Hibiscus Moon, and I said I would be back to share my nighttime routine with you for my 4 powerful techniques to reprogram the subconscious mind. And this is my nighttime routine. If you want to see the morning routine, that was in a previous video that I will link to. So if you're ready for a highly effective nighttime routine, give me a moon emoji in the comments. I would think it's so fun if I can look in the comments and just see a bunch of moon emojis in there. All right, and then I'm going to link in the description box, as I always do, to my companion blog post where I have all the related links and resources, and of course I will link to that morning routine video there for you as well. So let's get into how we're going to reprogram the subconscious mind with some nighttime stuff. Day's over now, it's time to hit the reset button, right? My first step, I may do a healing magnesium crystal bath, okay? I don't always do this, so it's not necessary, it's optional, but if you really want to end your day in a nice, relaxing way, a helium magnesium crystal bath. And this is the goal is for EMF detoxification. I might do this once or twice a week. Okay, I will link to that in my blog post. I might even create like a checklist so that you can just download a PDF and get that. How does that sound? Probably I'll do that. It involves Epsom salts, which are magnesium containing, an amazing mineral. We have so many wonderful crystals and minerals that are magnesium minerals, and they are all very relaxing. Epsom salts also, because of that magnesium content, helps to relieve pain and inflammation and helps you with sleep also. So doing this at night is an ideal time to do this. Okay, step number 2, if needed, calm your heart. Did you know that our heart is the dominant oscillatory resonator for our body? So we have all these different resonant frequencies in our body, but the heart is the dominant one. Its electrofrequency is 60 times greater than your brain's, and this can be measured. So people think the brain, it's all about the brain, but it's really about the heart. Its magnetic frequency of your heart is 5,000 times greater than your brain's. When you're not sleeping, well, it's usually because you're overstimulated, you're worried, or you're just plain stressed out. And when you're in these states, your heart gets completely whacked out. It starts beating faster or irregularly, and it starts releasing a stress hormone known as cortisol. You've probably heard that before. You don't want your cortisol levels raised when you're trying to go to sleep. So how do we calm it down? Loving and compassionate feelings, sending that to your heart chakra. And crystals work so well to help us conjure up those feelings of love and compassion. So I'll hold a piece of rose quartz that I work with all the time. I work with it frequently. I usually have it sitting right there at my bedside, and I have a really good connection, like a bond with this piece. Or you can do like a smooth and polished rose quartz, one of those nice large rose quartz, those puffy hearts. I love those. And you can just place it directly over your heart chakra while thinking on feelings and visualizing peace and gratitude, compassion and love, self-love, and at the same time simultaneously doing long, slow, deep breaths. I also like to visualize pink hearts pouring out into the universe on each exhale. And the crystal will actually be entraining your auric field, your electromagnetic field. Focusing, visualizing on these things have been shown and measured to actually reduce cortisol levels and bring coherence to your heart, calm to your heart, and bringing your heart and brain into coherence, allowing them to get into a phase, like phasing up, syncing up, allowing your brain and heart rhythms to sync up. That's a good thing. We want that. That's coherence. It allows you to enter into a restful, rejuvenating sleep state. Within about 5 to 10 minutes, you'll be breathing more relaxed and deeply, doing this naturally without even thinking about it, and then sleepy time. Now, if you like this kind of stuff, you know what I'm going to say. Subscribe to my newsletter, hibiscusmoongift.com, where I send out all kinds of little tidbits like this all the time and send out information on there that I really don't share anywhere else. Okay, step number 3. I do a nighttime journaling practice. This allows me to reflect on my day and then get in that relaxed state and just recalibrate. And I actually have 3 like sub steps here within this step. So every night before I go to bed, sub step number 1, I do a brain dump. I just am chucking out all the bothersome worries, the thoughts, the ideas, the to-do lists. Usually this means I need to write it down, so I have a little Post-it notepad and I get those things out of my brain. I just chuck them out and get rid of them so I don't have to sit there and try to remember, oh yeah, hopefully I'll remember that tomorrow. Put it all down. So, or a notepad or whatever. So get rid of those to-dos, because if your mind is stuck in that think mode, the to-do mode, your energy is not in shutdown mode, okay? Sub-step number 2, I like to do a check-in while holding, again, that rose quartz or lepidolite. I always have both of those on my bedside. I feel like the day, if it was just a really intense one, then I may switch those out for a smoky quartz, you know, or a black tourmaline to do some of that detoxing and transmute the negativity. And I check in with myself. How did I do today? What could I have done better? Then visualize what that can look like or what it will look like next time. And then the third sub-step for this is my gratitude list. I hold either my rose quartz or lepidolite still, and I'm writing down 3 things that I was grateful for today, because those crystals, especially the rose quartz, are really great for inviting in those feelings of gratitude and really helping you to zero in on where are those places, those things that I want to be grateful for today. That way you're thinking of all the wonderful things, and you want to think of 3 things, no matter how small they are. Even if you had, oh, I had a horrible day today, I've got nothing to be grateful for. You do. You've got the fact that you can breathe. You've got the bed that you're laying in. So no matter how small, got to think of 3 things. And even if it ends up being like repetitive, the same 3 things every day, if you find that to be really repetitive, try to be creative and think of 3 new things. I mean, there's so many things we take for granted, right? Okay, now we're out of the sub-steps. We're at step number 4. Now I do an energetic shower in the morning. I do another energetic shower at night. So, yep, time to do it again. Just as important as doing it in the morning is doing it now at the end of the day. Okay, so remember from the first video, the morning routine, I visualize and sense the crystal in my hand connecting with my auric field, my electromagnetic field, and beaming that energy into me. This energy is like sparkling, glowing rays of light. You can see rainbow twinkles or glitter, however you visualize it, any way you like, but this is what I see, is like these rainbow fountains of light. And it's more like white light glowing with like light fluttering little rainbow colors going through there, just to describe what I see. And it's flowing through my body and out and around, releasing out the top of my head at the crown chakra, then flowing around and flowing back down around me like this glowing rainbow radiant fountain. Okay, on a continuous loop. And then I feel it starting to vibrate. I actually feel it there, okay, because it is there. We're just making a conscious connection to it when we do that. So I like doing this because it keeps me really connected to it throughout the day. And I do that for about 30 seconds, longer if I feel like I really needed it, because sometimes you do. I'm also going to put 2 bonus tips in that blog post, that the companion blog post that I'm linking to below. So if you want to get my bonus tips, one is going to be a Sleepy Time Mojo bag, and the other one would be some Sleepy Time crystal grid ideas, okay? Because otherwise this video would be so long. So I'll put those in the blog post. There are so many more things you can add to your nighttime routines. You can get really creative with reprogramming the subconscious mind and using crystals to do that. I just stuck to the crystal related things, but also keep in mind, keep it practical and doable. You don't want to make it super long, because it might be fun for a few nights and then it's going to get tedious, okay? And you won't stick with it long term. So you want to make sure it's not too long and that you keep it practical, because otherwise what's the point if you're not actually going to do it? So I would love for you to share your tips too, whether they're crystal related or not. That would be so helpful to our entire crystal family. So remember to click on the link in the description box. That's going to take you to my companion blog post. I'll have the related links. I'll have the bonus tips for you there. And while you're there, you can sign up for my newsletter too. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and leave a comment and share it out to anybody that you think it would be helpful to. And then also subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and click the bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, Crystal family, as always, crystal blessings and namaste. Bye-bye.